right, guys, I'm getting ready to get started. Oh, what a deal. I can't believe people believe in this story. This is amazing. It's very amazing when a guy like John Mazza can pop up and say anything you want, make up the freaking story as it goes along, and people believe it. Ron, you're beat 21. Which video you're talking about? What's up, rubber chicks? So yeah, no, look, man, nothing that John Mazza says holds any truth to it whatsoever. Oh, the Botter exposed video. Exactly. Now, here's what John Mazza is saying, okay? And y'all can go get him and bring him in here. I don't care. I'll tell it straight to him. In fact, I'll play back that video you're talking about. He says it in there. According to John Mazza, Botter was 10 years old when he first started hacking, of all places, StreamYard. He hacked some guy's StreamYard 4 years ago, and that was just the first time other people had heard about him. He had been in other groups already prior to that, and other people knew him. So he'd been at least 4 years plus on the internet doing stuff. So he was falsely accused at the age of 10 of hacking somebody's StreamYard, and this gives credibility to Witt's story. See how they do this? It's all a lie, folks. Witt's lied. He was the one posting the child porn. See, Mazza's trying to deflect everything off of Botter and off of Witt's because they are all on the same team. And well, they were kind of. And but y'all may not have noticed this, but Botter is not 14 years old. Because at age 10, you don't know how to do all of this bullshit that he supposedly did by the time he was age 10. See, that little story that John threw in there for the extra niblets so this other guy would talk about it instead, and he did. He talked about it. It was all bullshit story, though, because there's no way he could have been 10 years old and know how to do all of that. And so, let alone make the video the way that it was made. There's not a 10-year-old on a fucking planet that can do that shit. I never met one. I'll tell you that right now. And I challenge anybody to try and prove me wrong. Anybody out there, you can't do it because 10-year-olds do not have that brain capacity. They don't know how to go into all these Discord groups and these other groups on Facebook and all this and gather all this information, knowing what they got planned ahead of time. It's not possible, folks. 10-year-olds are not adults, and that's adult thought. See, kids cannot think this way. They're just not. They're not developed yet. Oh, you're funny, J Prime. You're funny. You're funny again, J Prime. See what I'm talking about? Dumbasses like J Prime down here. You know, we call them the long dick suckers because he'll suck a long one all the way down. He don't give a damn how long it is. I'm just kidding. Don't get mad, J Prime. Get your panties in a wad. We know you wear panties. I can tell by the way you cross your legs. So anyway, look, John Mazza lied from day one, and he just keeps adding to the lie. have you ever noticed it's funny, but you can't find a single youth that was ever charged with this crime? This type of crime, posting child pornography, porn bombing live streams, sending the child pornography to people's cell phones, emailing it to people's emails. I'm sorry, guys, but a 14-year-old is not going to be doing all of that. I don't give a fuck what. There's several people doing it. Number one, I've been talking to Botter a lot more than probably anybody out there, and who's not really a friend of his per se, but Botter was laughing at you dumbasses the whole time when you accused him of oh, and here's another thing he did. Yeah, he supposedly has been swatting everybody. Just because a guy takes credit for it online does not make it so. It don't. Sorry, guys. Hate to bust your bubble. Botter did not swat Fireman John. See, I was in a Discord with him and King Cobra when that happened. And directly after it happened. I know exactly who did it. It was King Cobra. And King Cobra and Botter have been working together for a long time. Now, the Jake character, I don't think he's all there. I think they might have approached him at a time or two, and they swatted him too, but he's really just more of a moron than anything. He doesn't have the brain capacity to stay ahead of somebody like John Mazza this amount of time. Uh-oh. What's up, Mean Machine?
How you doing, buddy?
Fuck.
It's been a minute. I haven't seen you for a long time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I'm wondering, on my live stream, can y'all see all that writing down there? I don't want that on there. How did I get on there?
I don't know. I've never used Restream, but I could see that. That's why I was asking about it, actually.
Yeah, let me go see if I can fix that. I don't know what that is.
I've never used this before.
Okay, did that fix it?
Let me look.
No?
Nope. It's still down there.
Well, I don't even know what to think. I never had that show up before, and I have no idea why it's showing now because I didn't click any other buttons to
Yeah, I've never used Restream, so I'm not sure. Is this the first time you've used it?
No, not at all.
It's weird. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, it is. It is really freaking weird. It's never done this to me before either, so I got no explanation for that. I have to maybe work with it later. Hold on a minute. I need something to drink. Oh, shit. I'm just correcting people about all the bullshit lies that John Mazza's been spreading.
Oh, geez. Well, I'm going to stay out of talking about him, but I'll listen.
Oh, I don't blame you. That's fine. That's fine. I'll talk about him because he's a lying piece of shit. See?
Wow,
He was never nice. He always tells everybody, I was never nothing but nice to you. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think I got about 100 witnesses that will say otherwise, right? So John he's a sneaky son of a bitch. First of all, he told everybody Botter was arrested. He told everybody that about 3 weeks ago. Botter was arrested. He reported somebody, and because he's seen on the news that somebody a few blocks over, the police were at their house, he goes, "That's Botter." And then he carried on the line and told everybody Botter was arrested. The funny part about that is I was talking to Botter in fucking Discord on a video chat during the whole fucking time that was going on. So
are you positive it's the same Botter?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. See, because I could say something to Botter and he'd go do it, be it on somebody's live stream or whatever. And so, I mean, it's just too obvious at a certain point in time. It's definitely Botter. Also, Botter is not 14 years old. He's not. Botter's married. He has a child, and he's been on my live stream before. I don't know how nobody saw him on my live stream before. Showed his face. His girlfriend came in, showed her face, all of that.
Will you show us that, please?
Well, I show it to you.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to let people find it. I'll show it to you later.
Okay.
I'll show it to you later. I'll show it to a few select people, but that's it. But Botter he's not the bad guy y'all think. He's the guy sitting back laughing at all of you. See, Botter already had this figured out. Botter already knew about Noodles. Botter already knew about Cobra King. Botter knew about Jake. Botter already knew about all these fucking people doing all this crap in the other communities that he was in. See, Botter came over here and he buddied up with Wits In. I don't know if y'all remember that. It's like Wits was the first friend he made, I think, in KAF. And then me and him hooked up a few times and chatted and whatever. And then all this weird stuff started going on. And I started hearing all these weird rumors how it was Botter that was exposed in the last community he was in, or the one before that, where he was swatting people. But Botter's never been arrested a day in his life.
So you don't think it's the same Botter? You don't think that's what's happening right now?
No, it's definitely not the same Botter. Absolutely not. Yeah, and I'll tell you something else. You can go to New Jersey, and you can go to Wisconsin, and you can look up for any underage, under 18 arrest or charges or anything of the above, and Botter's name is never going to come up.
Is that because he's so young?
No, because there was never, ever even a single fucking arrest for a single one of these crimes by a youth out of either one of those two states for the past entire year and a half at least. At least.
Seems like a conspiracy.
Huh?
How come I can't see anybody typing back here, Bob? There's nobody typing? Is that why? I don't understand restreams, so sorry if I'm being annoying.
Easy and somebody typed in a Ouija lock.
Oh, I think I'm probably still banned
Ouija lock says he admitted to it all. Okay, Ouija, show me some proof. That's all I've been asking.
Will you unban me at some point in here?
But he's not 14-year-old either, Cobra King. He was not 14 years old. So if you got some 14-year-old that was charged with the swatting, I also want to see the arrest record for that. I'll go look it up. Is what I'm telling you. And I will find it. I will find out what all he was charged with, because I will make those phone calls. So I want to see where you have one shred of fucking evidence, King Cobra. You're covering for him. Botter was not arrested. He's just changing his name. And because you morons have never seen him before, it's not my fault. You're not going to recognize him with the name change.
We got to get to the bottom of this.
It was Cobra King that swatted Fireman John. You told me that yourself, Cobra King, so I don't want to hear your bullshit. And also, it was Cobra King that swatted John Mazza. And I told John right after the fact it was not Botter. Like the next fucking day, and he refused to believe me. Oh, Bob, right again? Oh, no, I can't have that. But it was not Botter. I can guarantee you it was not Botter.
This is interesting. I'm learning a lot right now because there's a show happening right now on Steel Toe. They're talking about how it was Botter.
Yeah, I went over there and laid down a few comments. But the second I mentioned that I had talked to Botter, and I will still talk to Botter, the guy said he got mad. Oh, you talked to Botter. Oh, that's a sin. You're out of here, TBob. You're out of here. You're out of here. So I just left. He didn't even boot me. But shit, man. I'll talk to anybody I fucking want to, piece of shit. And that's all I got to say about that. You don't like it, you go suck your daddy's dick again.
You tell him, Bob.
Yeah, fuck them motherfuckers. They get mad at who you talk to. Well, fuck you. I don't have to talk to your fucking ass. At least not good about you.
How have you been, Bob?
I'm doing better. Yeah, I'm doing better. I'm getting higher and getting better. I got better weed.
Good for you.
I ain't smoked none today, but yeah.
Man, I'm coming up, well, not quite a year, but quite a while. I stopped in May 1st, and it's already January. See my cat over my shoulder now?
Oh, yeah. Now, so all these idiots, they just heard John Mazza say that Botter was arrested. I've not seen one shred of proof. Over here, Ouija Lee, who is King Cobra, the podcaster.
Oh, wow.
Over here, he claims that Botter admitted to it all in all capital letters. You see that down there?
Yeah.
Okay. Has anybody ever seen that proof? No.
How come I'm still banned from your chat, Bob? It's ridiculous.
What chat? You're not banned from any of my chats.
Oh, so you can read what I said? Kermit and Friends wrap up?
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can't. Even when I type as Wheezy, you can't either.
Hold on. Well, you talking about my Discord?
No, in YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube. Which YouTube are you
on? TBob Kermit.
Yeah. I haven't checked that one yet. I'll go check it right now.
It's okay. I was just mentioning it. I always try to type to you, and I haven't been able to get on much.
That's okay. I didn't know you were blocked on any of my channels, so let me go check.
It's all right. It happens. Sometimes we used to argue a little bit here and there.
Yeah, a little bit, huh?
But it's weird that it's not showing chats in the restream. Like, I can't read what anybody types in restream. I don't hate restream by any means, but it's weird.
So how did you enjoy your vacation?
Good. I have a couple life changes recently, so I've been very busy. And then I took a big break off Discord.
Yeah, you must have moved because you got a lot more lighting around you.
Yeah. Don't tell anybody, though.
Oh, I got to look it up.
What have you been up to? You been doing good or bad? Like, how's your health?
It's getting better. It's getting better. My insurance kicked in this month, but I don't have my card yet or anything. So I'm gonna have to get in contact with my new insurance company. Says, "Where's my shit at, motherfuckers?" Because I gotta go set my doctor's appointments and all of that.
Yeah. Well, I can't really see you too close, but you look healthier than last time I saw you.
Yeah, my face is still shot with a buckshot. Hold on, but I mean, it ain't as bad as it was. So hold on, let me go. Okay, I'm over here on my settings. No, that's keywords. Permissions.
Oh, I don't think it's on StreamYard.
Community. No, I'm looking at YouTube.
Okay, yeah, community. Then.
So if you're blocked, I'll see it right here. God, I hope I don't have too many people blocked on this freaking channel. I'm
sure you do.
No, I have.
Oh, look at my beard's almost as long as yours now.
Yeah, you're gonna be looking as sexy as me for too long.
That's not even possible.
No, on my channel.
Show Leaf my new background.
I had over 2,500 people. I think it's closer to 3,000 blocked on one channel, so I just unblocked everybody.
Oh, so many tards. So now I can see somebody right. Maybe you just blocked everybody that watches. Brandon Q is backstage, everybody. Brandon Q.
I'll get Brandon up here in a second. I'm still over here on the YouTube tab, so give me a minute. I'm looking for Wheezy, and I'm unblocking a few as I see him. Oh, there's a fake Telly. He's staying blocked. I like Telly, but I'm not going to block the real Telly. But that guy, I need to unblock that guy. I must have got drunk and blocked a bunch of people.
Yes, you did, Bob. Yes, you did. But at least people can call us retarded now. It makes me feel better.
You're not blocked on this channel, so I don't get it.
I was blocked on, like, look, if I type, it doesn't come up. I'm on Kermit and Friends Wrap Up Show. And
you might have me blocked.
No, I definitely don't.
Yeah, I hear you tell it.
No, I don't, Bob. I know exactly who I have blocked. There's only a couple people.
God almighty, I had that many people blocked. Hold on. Some of these people are cool people. Well, they'll probably give me a bunch of crap at one time.
Yeah, people do like to give you crap.
Oh, it's been really quiet since you've been gone.
Really? I find
Yeah,
that hard to believe.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's been nice and relaxing. Okay, I looked twice. You're not blocked.
Hmm. I mean, it's happened before in the past where it won't let me see certain people, but thanks for looking.
No, you're welcome. I need to unblock a few people anyway. I had let me get over here. Hold on. I don't see any of your comments.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
there
weird.
you are. Yeah, dude. Yeah. How's he showing his chat?
Yeah. You did see that? Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay, let me get back over here. Brandon's gone. Oh, he's in private chat. I'm here. You
I've never
guys.
met Brandon. I've heard him call, but I've never met
He
him.
disappeared already, so he didn't want to wait for me. So, Brandon, you need to hit that link again, buddy. So hold on, let me get over here. I'm gonna try to. I will. No, it won't let me pin it. I don't know why I'm on YouTube. That is weird.
It should let you pin it from YouTube, but probably not from Restream.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. It's not letting me pin it.
He's eating, then taking a shower. He'll be online in 30 minutes.
Okay. Oh, I know why I'm not signed into that channel, and I didn't give this channel permission. So that sucks. I got to remember to do that. I'll do it another time. Wait, let me see. Switch accounts. I'll go ahead and switch accounts. It's not that one. No, it won't let me do it right now. I'll have to fix that in a minute. I don't feel like doing what is required to do it. So it can just stay that way. It's the first post up there. So if anybody wants to come in the live stream, that'll be fun. I'll wait for him. I'll probably be live anyway. Yeah, nice to see you in here, Brandon Quay. I have but there's a lot about Botter. Every time Botter was blamed for something, like 9 times out of 10, I was talking to Botter or engaged with Botter, maybe some other people, during the time he was supposed to did some bad things. Like almost every time. And it's not Botter. I just got to tell you guys, Botter takes the blame. So everybody goes and reports Botter to the police and the FBI and all of that. You know, the IC3 reporting going on like crazy, and it's not even Botter.
Are you here to set the record straight?
Definitely on that. Botter's not in jail. He's not in trouble, and he's got a nice, lovely family. He's just sitting back laughing at everybody because he knows all of the people doing all of this shit. They pre-plan this shit sometimes, or one of them will tell the other one, "Hey, watch this. I'm gonna go swat Fireman John again," and then they go do it. And what do the police know about Fireman John? They know that him and his wife go to a lot of pharmaceuticals purchasing narcotics. They definitely know that, not just in Virginia, but also in Florida where he lives. And number 2, they also know that John has a handgun.
I will be, Brandon. I'm back in Discord. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, it's okay. So they know that he has a handgun and that he gets suicidal. See, they know that he's a problem person on the internet, or at least has been for the past 16 years. So there's a lot of bad surrounding in the police's mind, in the police department's mind. Fireman John Taylor is a bad guy. So if they got to show up at his house on some kind of frivolous phone call that he killed his wife, or he threatened to kill his wife, and he's beaten his wife, which he's also known for, by the way. The police has got very good reason to show up at his house, line up the police cars, get outside, and point the guns at him. They're not going to walk up, knock on the door with their gun in their holster and doing like this. And, "This is a police department, sir. We got a mild complaint on you. I'd like for you to open the door, sir." I mean, by then the cop's dead, motherfucker. Are you stupid? So that was never going to happen with John. And yeah, he could have been killed. There was a guy prosecuted. If y'all go look the news, go search the news. There was a guy that just got prosecuted and sentenced to 20 years in the penitentiary because He swatted somebody, and it ended up that the police shot him and killed the guy.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Bob.
So it is a very serious crime. But yeah, it's just, but see, people like Noodles and Botter and people like that, they think that shit's funny. And in some cases, it is funny. Some cases, it does happen to people that deserve it. I'm not saying the guy that was killed in that scenario didn't deserve it. I'm just saying it was a crime and the guy was prosecuted. That's all I'm saying. And because I don't know what happened with that story. I just know a guy got prosecuted for it. But when you get a couple of guys that think alike together, you know, and they are capable of getting away with doxing and that kind of thing to a certain extent, you're going to run into that a lot. But if you notice, most of that all died out. Most all the swatting died out because it's not limited to them. There's other people doing it, first of all. But also, King Cobra knows that I had to give his name up to the police at a certain point in time. So that's that. So I don't think you're going to see him doing a whole lot more swatting. And I want to warn you on that, King Cobra. They already know you tried to dox me again. They told me so. So you keep doing that, and I think you're going to be serving some time in the pen, buddy. You dumb motherfucker. They done gave your name to the FBI. That's how stupid you are.
Look at that video they did about Elisa.
Do what now?
That video I just put in the private chat is Steel Toe talking about Elisa, basically saying that she's defending Botter.
Well, she would be in the right. Should I play that or something?
Yeah, they're really handing it to her.
Well, Steel Toe's an idiot. Let me tell you about Steel Toe. Steel Toe is one of those nostalgic fucking morons. You know, he's a guy who's been pampered his whole life. He doesn't know what to do for work because he's afraid to get his hands dirty, or God forbid he got to show up to work at a certain time every day. And you know, he's just a pampered little shit. And
J Prime.
He believes a lot of rumors. He believes all the bullshit if it fits with him, because he's a podcaster. Chrissie
Bob, who
Mayr,
do you think's a better podcaster, you or Mr. Steel Toe?
Oh, me by far. Steel Toe.
I agree. 100% agree.
Yeah, thank you. But what I'm saying though, Steel Toe, he's got what you might call podcast acquaintances. He might think they're friends, but they're the ones that'll be the first ones to swat his ass, and he don't even know it. But he was giving a lot of praise to Chrissie Mayr tonight. And the problem with that is Chrissie Mayr is not popular. A lot of people know who she is. She's popular in the fact that her name is known, but she's not popular in the way that people love her, adore her, and like her. Chrissie
She's
Mayr,
not Alex Jones, though. Don't you love her?
She's a catfish.
That's funny.
She's a catfish. And she's underhanded. Of course, all the underhanded people's who Alex Jones is looking for.
Look at that. I got 5,000 views on a video I did earlier. It went from 8,000 to 5,000, but hey, that's good enough.
That's pretty
But
cool,
about
man.
Jimmy
Hey,
canceling.
what was the video about?
It was Jimmy canceling, but I never get that many views. Usually I get like 50 views. So I think it got put on the shorts page or something like that.
It might have, yeah.
Here, I'll be right back. I need to make sure my cat didn't go outside.
Okay, guys. I'm just pointing out that that Botter's not the bad guy that they're making him out to be. It's a matter of convenience. John Mazza tells a lie that's very convenient because he wants everybody to think he's this guru or genius kind of guy. But really, he's stupid as fuck. And so he comes up with a lie, not one shred of evidence, no receipts. He's got nothing to back up his story except for his fat ass lips blobbling back and forth. That's all he's got. He's a lying piece of turd. And so he shows up, pops up this fantastic lie, and then he adds on to it. He says that Botter was not only guilty of child pornography, but they also got him on swatting. But he pled guilty to the swatting, But now they're going to come back and get him with the CP, and now somebody else jumps in. Now it's a big topic, right? Well, they can't do that because they already let him off on the other one practically, and it's being a deal and all of that. And okay, whatever. You guys see where I'm coming from? None of this makes any fucking sense whatsoever. None of it. If Botter had been doing this long and he just now got caught and the police knew about all of that, I guarantee you, he's going to be serving some kind of juvenile time in jail. It may only be 3 months, but it should be like 1.5 years, 3 years, something to that effect. And or at least till he's 18 kind of thing. So then this is the other thing. Then Tony comes back yesterday and tries telling everybody that Botter is only 14. And he held firm to that today all day long. Botter's only 14 years old, folks. Why? Because there was a Botter accused of a crime similar to these who was 14 years old. It was swatting. And also there was a Botter in New York City who's an ex-police officer, by the way. So like he's up in his 60s. And he just pled guilty to child pornography and distributing it and all of that kind of shit. And so he'll spend the rest of his life in prison. And but there is not a single freaking arrest or charge for the past 3 months, actually for the past 1.5 years, of any underage kid being arrested and charged with swatting or child pornography or any kind of pornography, period. So it's a lie. Until I see some hardcore proof, I'm going to stand behind my stance. Until I see otherwise, I'm calling this out. This is bullshit.
Can we get to the bottom of it, Bob? Do you have an investigation?
Fucking little cocksucker was commenting there earlier. King Cobra's the guilty one when it comes to swatting. Within was doing all the child porn bombing. That's why all his channels disappeared. He took them down so he could fucking hide and scare the police.
Has he left forever?
He didn't expect the fallout. No, he's been popping in and out on Discord.
Oh.
So he's still around. I might have to go check up on him and see what he's got going on active right now. But let me tell you, man, it was definitely Witsin that did the CP. But it was not Botter who did any of that. Botter's just the one that knows Wits. He knows King Cobra. He knows all of these fucking people. So what he does is he goes around to each one of them and he yanks their chain. And then he stands up and tells, hey, don't worry about it. I'll take the blame. Don't worry about it. So they feel real comfortable. So they go ahead and do it. He's going to take the blame anyway, fucking idiot. And so he jumps out there and takes the blame for it. Yeah, I swatted John Mazza. Fuck you. I swatted John Taylor too. What you going to do about it?
That's why I didn't think it was him, because who would admit that?
Exactly.
I was like, there's no way Botter did it, because he's saying he did it. Like, who would really say that they did it? But if he's really a 14-year-old kid, I guess that makes sense.
He's not 14, though. That's the problem. He's 22.
Oh, you know that he's 22?
Yeah.
Let's see the receipts, Bob.
I know his whole family. I'll show you the receipts. I told you after this video, I'm going to direct you exactly where to see that video.
I heard somebody in the back.
And there's Brandon Quay. Oh, wait, Brandon's back here? Hold on. No, this is Gonzo. I got to see your face, Gonzo. Oh, he left, whoever that was. I was fixing to bring him up, and I saw it wasn't Brandon Quay, so I didn't bring him up. A 13-year-old isn't going to take blame for shit. That's true. Well, I don't know if that's entirely true. No, I would disagree. That's not a blanket statement. Some of them would. They would shit themselves at the thought of jail. Now, not all of them, most of them. So you got to remember, you got 13-year-old kids out there right here in Texas where I live that have been arrested for pimping out their fellow school students for sex.
Horrible.
It's very horrible. But, you know, if you go into a library, they'll approach you. If you go even to fucking Walmart, they might approach you and be looking at this good-looking underage girl on the other side of you. And then when you look at him and you look over there and she's dressed like a fucking bimbo fucking slut mama out to, get $1 for some pussy. And
Bob,
you
what
leave.
have I gotten myself
Oh
into?
God, no. And you leave, you walk off. But what I do, I call the police on them every fucking. I had that happen to me one time, by the way. And I called the police and they took care of it. And they called me back and told me what the results of that was. So I felt pretty good about that. But I'm just telling you, age 13, man, kids are not innocent at 13. Even the ones that are virgins are going to keep that intact for a while. They're not innocent, man. At least half of the kids that are 13 years old in the United States have already had sex at least 10 times. So don't come talk to me about your innocent 13-year-olds out there, because you're full of shit. And you're full of yourself if you believe that half of the students out there are really virgins. It might be half. Maybe. If you're lucky, it'll be half. When I was in the 6th grade, all of the girls in 6th grade, they went and snuck out this retarded guy, right? He was the only black kid in the school, by the way. And but he was retarded. But he was the guy you seen on all the porn movies that had the longest dick of anybody that ever lived. And all of them sat and wrote his fucking dick. Now,
let's talk about something else.
Later in life, as adults, they were talking about it, and I was involved in that chat, of course, because I grew up with the kids. And but at least a third of them women tried to sit all the way down on it, or sit as far down as they could. So you're not going to tell me that all 13-year-old kids are innocent, because
let's stop talking about kids.
Yeah, we'll stop there. But I'm just pointing out that just because they're not innocent doesn't mean you got a free ride there. That's wrong too.
Listen, but anybody that's swatting, anybody that's sending that stuff, they need to get in trouble. I mean, it's just what it is.
Yeah, America, we're taking it. That's the one good thing. I think that overall, Americans are taking a good, strong stance against underage sex.
I'm still here. What happened?
I don't know. No,
at least you can still hear me.
On me this whole thing.
Huh. I'll change my settings in a second. It was weird timing too. As soon as I grabbed my little.
Well, you're in there. No, you hit the wrong button or something. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, but I didn't even hit a button.
It's not even letting you up now.
But try. It's all good.
It's definitely not Botter. Botter is definitely not the one doing these things. And it just gets me, because every single time that Botter's been accused, I've been there to defend him. But more importantly, I knew for a fact it wasn't him. And every time it wasn't him. There's always somebody else taking the blame. So I don't understand why all of a sudden everybody believes it's Botter now. Botter was arrested. He admitted to it, by the way. No, Botter never admitted to it. Some 14-year-old named Botter admitted to some other bullshit, but it's not the same Botter that we know.
But why would somebody that's innocent admit to it, Bob?
No, we're talking about two different people.
Okay.
We're talking about, I just switched the outlay here and it lets you back up. That's weird.
Yeah, that's as soon as you do that. Huh. I've never used Restream, so I don't know. I can't say I hate it, though. It's got better green screen settings than StreamYard.
Yes, it does, but it acts up sometimes in the weirdest way, and this is one of them here. I don't have a clue, man. I don't have a clue. I'm looking. News, default. Let me go back over here to default theme.
Is Restream free?
That's my name right there. Okay, I'll see what that is.
Is it free, or do you have to pay for it?
No, it's a lot cheaper, though. It's like $15 a month, I think.
See, I'm only paying $10 a month for my StreamYard, Bob, because instead of $25, you just have to tell them you're canceling. It's too expensive, and then they'll offer you a $10 version.
Oh, really? I might try that. I haven't tried that. I heard you say that before, but I didn't.
Yeah, it works good.
Yeah.
I wanted to stream with Leaf tonight. I wanted to talk about all of this stuff with Leaf. And J Prime. Do you know J Prime?
Yeah, everybody knows J Prime.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Well, I guess so, yeah. I've gone for a while. I forget that everyone talks to each other all day. When I left, though, you were kicked out when I left.
Well, I've been in and out about 5 more times.
Sounds about right. I didn't even leave. I just literally logged out. And then
Well,
when I logged back
at least
in,
you're
I saw
showing a softer side of her heart right now to me a lot. But like she booted me out because she thought I was over talking fucking what's a Spartan, a dumbass, schizo. And I wasn't. Leaf invited me in there and he said, "No, I want you to talk to him too." I said, "Okay." So I went in there and it was us three in there, and then everybody started popping in the chat, and then she comes in, and because I was egging him on, she booted me out, and then she brought me back in. And it was weird. I finally just told her, "Look, man, I wasn't interrupting him. He was spazzing out, repeating himself, and I was just trying to get him to hurry up and get off of that topic he was on. And the only way to do that is to egg him on or to patronize him in such a way that he goes, 'Oh, fuck, I quit,' or whatever. And then he'll leave out, and then he'll come back in, and he'll start all over again, but he starts with a new topic every time.
Too much to keep track of. I haven't met him, but it seems like a lot.
Yeah, he was on my live stream one day. He's out there. He'll try to get you to go at him. But I don't know. I just got no interest in all of that, I guess.
Sorry, I'm catching up on all of these messages.
Hey, you're like me. You're like, what the F is going on here?
Yeah, like I'm looking right now through all the messages that I haven't looked at for a long time. I should do that later.
Okay, I don't want to share screen.
You can add 2 cameras on here too, Bob. You could have like a camera for your balls and then a camera for your face.
Camera for my balls.
Actually, that's not bad. How about camera in camera? That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's got a lot of options. I haven't really tried to work with it too much. I just go live and there it is. I don't know why that chat's showing down there, and that's really got me a little perplexed here. I'm going to have to go talk with them about that.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. I thought it was weird, but I'd never seen it before, so I didn't know.
Yeah, man, you look like one of them Canadian Bigfoot lumberjacks.
Yeah, the beard's big, dude. Like the neck keeps on going. I'm trying to get it to go oof so I can grow it down like you have. I want to look just like you.
You need to start using some hair relaxer.
Would it make it better, my beard?
Oh, yeah. It'll make it straight like this right here. See there? No tanglements or nothing, and it'd be a lot more straight. If I didn't use hair relaxer or the type of there are certain like your combination body wash soaps.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few brands out there that acts like a relaxer to your hair. So all you got to do is shampoo with that and use that on your beard. You don't have to use it on your hair, but use it on your beard, and it'll relax it for you, keep it straight.
I've never used anything like that. I should. I've just used regular shampoo for my beard when I clean it.
Yeah, most guys do. But if you got a curly hair in your beard, you really need to use it like a lot. In fact, you need hair relaxer and you need to use the best soap or shampoo or whatever that will help relax your hair and not be so tangled up. But then also on top of that, as soon as you get out of the shower, use your hair relaxer on there and keep it on there for a good, it tells you 15 minutes. If you're really curly, you need to keep it on there for about 30 minutes. And that's no exaggeration. And then you just hop back in the shower and rinse it off, dry yourself off again, and you're good. So it turns out
you're a beardologist, so I should listen to you. You're a professor of beardology.
Your 15-minute shower just got turned into about an hour.
I
or at least
tried to grow it this long before when I was younger, but it didn't grow. And this time's been the most patience I've had with it, because usually I look at it at a certain point and I'm like, okay, enough is enough. But it helps that it's the middle of winter and it's rainy and cold.
I'm surprised it's as thick as it is. I really thought if you grew a beard, it would be really thin.
No, it's pretty thick actually, but it takes forever. Like mine takes forever. The only thing I didn't like, Bob, is when I've always kept my mustache above my lip. Once it starts going over, I hate it, because you can't even do anything without getting stuff in your mustache.
Well, that's true. I mean, you have to pull your mustache up to eat.
Yeah, I've never done that before.
Yeah.
It was weird. I didn't like it, so I trimmed the mustache part.
Oh, I'm sure you see me in the past, man. Somebody hand me a fucking joint. It's a little short, and I'll get that joint. And I'll look at it. Even now with a shorter mustache, I'll hold my mustache up to.
Yeah, I've seen you do that.
Yeah, I don't want to burn it. When I was young, when I was a teenager, I would burn my mustache.
I've caught my fucking facial hair on fire so many times when I used to take bong hits.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. How do you do that anyway?
What do you mean? Catch your hair on fire?
Yeah, because the fucking
the bowl will be like right here sometimes, and you're going like this, and you're like circling it, and it would go foof, woof.
Oh, okay.
I used to actually, I'm never triggered to want to smoke weed anymore, but like when I was like from my teen years and then all the way through my 20s, I smoked out of the bong. And then when I got to be about like 30 years old, I started smoking blunts, or way earlier than that, but I just exclusively just smoked blunts. And then like the last
you do that because all that tobacco in them, man.
Yeah, I used to mix my tobacco with weed. Like when I met you and I was chain smoking, that was all half and half tobacco, half weed.
Oh, okay.
And then I quit that cold turkey in May, and I don't regret it at all. So many good things health-wise have improved since I stopped smoking weed, which is crazy to think about.
I'm kind of the opposite. Good weed helps me a lot. So yeah, I don't smoke it every day or every week even, but
it's a good medicine. I mean, for sure. But I thought that it was like my perfect medicine. And once I stopped, I'm like, nope, I'm good stopping. Like I smoked weed so much. Like I was a fucking train of just smoke all the time. Multiple times an hour I'd smoke joints. And when I stopped, I was like, wait a minute. Like I thought I'd feel horrible. You know?
Yeah, I know. You showed us the greenhouse, and I've seen you smoke a lot of pot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just done with it, so.
Well, that's good. I mean, to each their own. You got to do what's healthy for you, you know?
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure I'll smoke again one day, but. Time to take a break. Like I said, I smoked heavily for 27 years, pretty much, which is a long time. I'm only 43, so only.
Oh, Brandon Quay. Bob lies. When have I ever lied, guy? Come on. I'm right about like most everything. Nobody's perfect. Of course, I've been wrong a few times, but you're talking little shit. I'm always wrong about the little shit. I'm never wrong about the big shit. You should know that about me. And I just can't believe Mazza was able to pull off a lie to this capacity. I mean, there's at least 7 podcasters talking about this right now, and
No, Bob. Chrissie Mayr got paperwork because she was swatted, so she got paperwork back. So did the Steel Toe guys. The Steel guys don't even know Tony. They're talking about their own personal experience. All of these guys got paperwork and confirmation that they have arrested a 14-year-old in West Virginia that's calling himself Botter. Like, Tony's not making that up. As much as I don't like to agree with anything, Tony.
Again, I got to call this out because nobody has one shred of evidence. And I'm going to tell you right now, I got paperwork in my room right now that when I get ready, if I ever want to show it, I'm going to show you the fucking name of somebody, and you're all going to.
But they're saying it's because he's a minor, and it would be illegal to show that paperwork.
Not really.
That's what they're saying.
There is no law against it. There's only a law against the. There's not even a law. It's just police departments don't do it because it's because they're minors. Oh Lord, this criminal's 17 instead of 18. We're gonna hide their fucking name. Shut the fuck up. But I'm just saying, if they had paperwork, they would have shown it by now. They could have blotted the name out if they felt funny about that. Yeah, but I'm just telling you, it's not the same Botter. It's not.
Well, Noodles has been saying that he's known Botter for 2 or 3 years. Let's hope it wasn't the same Botter, because if Noodles was talking to a 10 or 11-year-old about, and he was his manager, that's like fucked for Noodles.
Exactly. Noodles is not 14 years old. I
No,
guarantee you.
I know that. Oh, you mean
Noodles
Potter?
is over 21 years old.
Noodles is a year younger than me. His
Noodles
birthday
might be, but Botter he's 22. How old is
no.
Noodles?
Noodles he'll be 43 this year. He's a year younger than I am.
Oh, okay. Shit, you're an old fart.
I know, 44 soon.
Can you still, get it up?
Yeah, I have no problem in that area. I'm not looking forward to ever having that problem. So I don't know. I mean, isn't it supposed to be like in your 50s when that starts happening?
I don't know. I think it's really your 60s or 70s.
Oh, good.
Unless you drink a lot of alcohol, like liquor, not beer. You got to, like, if you drink like a lot of whiskey or corn whiskey or, any of that shit. If you drink that all the time, then it goes limp in your 30s, I heard. Definitely.
Oh, I used to drink a ton of whiskey, but I never had that problem. I don't know. It seems like you could kind of tell with men when they can't get it up because they're just completely grumpy pricks. That's what I've always correlated it. Like, this guy can't get his dick hard, so he's just a nightmare for everybody.
Yeah, well, Chrissie Mayr is lying. She's been a liar her entire life. She has no proof that she knows who Botter is. She has absolutely none. She has no fucking clue who he is. I know that for a fact. And neither does Steel Toe. So I'm going to call Steel Toe out as another fucking piece of shit lying machine.
Will you call into their show? That would be great.
Yeah, what's their number?
Let me see if they're live right now. Somebody gave me their number. Yeah, he's live. I can't type in there. If you type in there, they'll let you call in, especially if you tell them you're from Kermit and Friends. But I can't type.
I don't follow the stupid podcast.
I just linked you. Because if you could get on there and talk to them, fuck Bob.
I was going to go on this other guy's live stream, but he's such a fucking idiot, Yeah, I didn't want to go on his live stream.
Like, dude, this would be epic. I can't hear what they're talking about because I'm listening to you, but
I got it pulled up, so.
That point. And now we're recommending it for children.
Well, our buddy Matt Wood said the same thing. He goes, I let myself get so fat. I was so unhealthy. I let myself get so bad that I had.
Tell them you're Lisa's friend and you're from Kermit and Friends.
With this, what alarms me is that whether it's the trans thing or the obesity thing, it's really gross how the Academy of Pediatrics, their solution to everything now seems to be, hey, don't take any personal responsibility for your children. Give them to us. We'll cut them open for you. Like, if your child starts wearing dresses, instead of going, look, it's a phase that all boys have gone through every generation their entire lives. It's not something you need to worry about. Now, instead, in 2023, they go, well, bring them into our clinic. Maybe we'll cut them open for you.
It's like we're treating children like lab rats.
Yes, 100. You're absolutely right. And now
That's
with
so annoying.
Guidelines being what you said, diet and exercise, mom and dad.
They're off the topic right now, so I doubt they'll let me on to talk about that. But
yeah, let's see if they're listening.
Talking about obese people, shit, they need to come down here where I live. I live in my area right here. This exact area right here is always on the top 5 of the fattest people on the fucking planet. And the year that I moved here, they were number 1 in the United States for that year. And they haven't been below the top 3 position in the United States yet. People here are so goddamn fat. It's nothing. It is nothing to go to the fucking store to buy food and see somebody so fat that everybody has to just like hug the fucking shelves so this fat turd could go walking past you. And when you look down at their ankles, they all wear sandals. And their fat comes down to their feet, and then it bubbles under to their fucking little tiny ankle, and then it goes down to their feet, and you're wondering, how the fuck are they able to fucking walk? They're so fat.
I hope these guys read your shit. I really want to see you own these guys, Bob.
See whether children and teens.
Go in there and I need people to go in there and prop me up over there.
Well, I can't type in there off either of my accounts because he had me on the show one time, and ever since then I've been blocked because I was defending Elisa and he hated it. I was saying nobody knows that Botter did it. Like, you guys don't have any fucking proof. That didn't age well.
They don't have any proof.
They say they do. You have to type something so that they could see it because they're getting lost in the mix. Oh, wait, that's good. That's pretty good, too. He's going to read that.
Now you're rubbing your tits to the thought of it.
Doesn't sound good. The long-standing practice of watchful
That's his
waiting.
wife. It doesn't. It's like an odd couple.
Children and teens outgrow or overcome obesity on their own only worsens the problem that affects more than 14.4 million young people in the U.S., researchers say. Left untreated, obesity can lead to lifelong health problems, including high blood pressure, diabetes, or depression. All right.
True.
Wait a minute, though. Fucking pick a lane. Are we healthy in any size and we should do fat acceptance and we shouldn't body shame? Or if someone's fat, should you treat it like there's chain smoking cigarettes and going, hey, asshole, you're gonna die?
It almost seems like they're picking, when it comes to fat adults, it's almost like they're given up on already. Like, it's already happened, so you might as well, like, accept them and they're beautiful and all that. But, like, as kids, they're like, oh, pump the drugs in. It's
Go, Bob. Go, Bob.
When an adult is an adult, it's
right
over
back,
to them. But parents will do anything for their children. So if you pump a list of like negative side effects of obesity to the parents, they would do anything to make it go away.
Sure, but like then you have like, this is why it's so irresponsible for these celebrities like Lizzo to go out there and just project their insecurities, where they're like, you know, oh, it's fine if I look like this, it's wonderful. And you're like, no, it's unhealthy. It could lead to this, that, and the other thing. And like, says who? Says doctors. They say it in this thing here. But then they keep their mouth shut when these fat celebrities tell all these young kids, hey, it's okay to be a giant pig. Shouldn't you guys be jumping in and talking about that? I guarantee these kids are going to listen to Lizzo before they'll listen to the American Academy of Pediatrics.
Yeah.
But no, they don't want to bother. They don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, these people here.
Eric wants to know, is...
See, at least the one guy, Steve J, is acknowledging me. No, Botter did not send out any CP. That was someone else we call Wits In. Dang, they got a time deal here for you can let another comment. You got to wait for that timer to go around. Well, hell, if you type real slow, every time you type a sentence, you'll be able to post it. It must be for their ability to read the chat because they must read real slow. Still Toe's a dumbass. If you listen to him talk, it's all about pro quo and whatnot. It has nothing to do about a fucking thing that's real or anything like that. I don't think Steel Toe has a fucking brain. Look at the guy. He's a total dweeb nerd. Look at his little shriveled arms. Look at him. And she's only with him because, well, he's probably from a family that's very fucking rich. Look at the background and setup that he has there. It's just not bad. He's got a good little computer setup. I hope to improve mine when I get my new PC here within a month. But this guy, he doesn't have a clue about a fucking thing. He's never worked a day in his life. He's never had a business of his own except for this fucking podcasting that he does. He is what you call a total
Someone who goes,
loser.
oh, I'm going to do drugs. I'm going to smoke weed. Weed isn't a drug. Stop it. That's training wheels. That's like saying training wheels are a bicycle. They're not.
So now he's taking up for all the weed heads out there. Why? Because he learned his lesson a couple of years ago when he showed up in a community full of pot smokers and he decided to talk crap on the pot smokers and it caved in on him. Ever since that day, he will not talk crap about anybody that smokes weed. He's so stupid, he didn't realize there were that many people out there that smoke weed. It's kind of like a straight guy not realizing that there's a lot more gay people out there than you think, or a gay person thinking that they're going to take over the world when they actually, the majority of the world kills motherfuckers that are gay. They are the minority in the world, and they are the minority in America. But they might be up around a third or 40% might be gay or whatnot. And a good percentage of them are only gay if it benefits them.
Gay for pay?
Yeah, gay for pay, maybe gay for promotion or whatever, perhaps. You know. But a lot of these people, I don't know what they're thinking. Just like these people here, like everybody that believes all these rumors about, what was that last link to?
That was to their YouTube, wasn't it? Oh, the one before that was a clip of him talking about her.
Okay. I got it. Yep. But no, I don't. God, these people are gullible. Every single time that they said Botter's done something so far, I was engaged with Botter, so it couldn't have been Botter. So I can never understand that like at all. I'm trying to bring you back in, but hold on a minute.
Camera off.
Yeah, maybe.
When it happened, I just turned my camera off. So
yeah, this is really weird. I don't know why it's doing this. I don't know what's going on with this at all. And now I just went full screen with it, and that don't help me at all. I don't know why the comments are showing. They should not be showing.
will you show this video, Bob, for the people watching?
Give me a second.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's weird. I really have no clue what's causing all of that.
Me either.
In this private chat, it just pops up when you poke something in there. It don't give me the option of bringing it up.
Oh, that's weird.
So it might be acting up again or something. I don't know.
Oh, well.
So this app is really quirky like that. Like one day it'll act one way and the next day it'll act another. Other than that, it does, most of the time it does pretty good. I'd say 80% of the time. But it needs a lot more work. It's a lot younger than StreamYard. How long has StreamYard been active, though? Do y'all know?
Tony's mad that I came back when he left, and he's crying about it in Discord. He's so obsessive. I can't believe they didn't let you call in. The fuck is that?
Yeah, he actually blocked my number.
Hmm.
He didn't even know me. His first comments about him is, "Oh, there's Trumpster Bob. I don't like him. I don't give a fuck what you like. You're the fucking dope." You know? These guys are running around with stories that are like, who gives a fuck kind of stories? Like the stupidest shit. Like real talk, you know? I mean, look what they're talking about tonight. Literally, I bet you that nobody that goes from this channel that goes over there would want to really listen to their fucking bullshit. Because it's not about nothing. It's about satire. They do satire podcasts. That's all they do.
Elisa's
They
about
don't
to
do
rip into
podcasts.
Tony.
They don't do good podcasts about anything that's going to teach you anything.
Oh, podcasts are just all drama now, I think.
Yeah. Okay, StreamYard was created in 2021. No, it was originally founded in Oregon in 2018 by Gage Vandentop. Who the fuck that is? I mean, a freaky name like that. Technically, it was 2012, but it wasn't released in 2012, and it was finally founded for the public in 2018. But nobody used it. Nobody used StreamYard, nobody used StreamYard until YouTube stopped allowing people to do so much on YouTube. And it was harder. You had to go use that other bullshit to bring people in your live stream. And I think DP still uses that old technology.
Yeah,
and,
Streamlab or not Streamlabs. Is it Streamlabs?
Yeah, whatever it's called. Yeah, that's the way people that was into gaming years ago used to communicate. But nobody uses that technology anymore. It's very, very few people still use that technology. And then it is cheaper, but it's a pain in the ass to fucking work. I don't get it. And then but StreamYard then rose it. Well, they raised all their prices up a lot. Like you said, you had to threaten to leave before they lowered the price for you. But I just flat out quit. I didn't even tell them I was quitting. I just told them, fuck you, I'm out of here. Those prices, you go suck a fucking donkey dick. And actually, I told him a dirty donkey dick just came out of the rhino's ass. But anyway,
I'm meeting that
I didn't
guy. Fuck, what's his name? The weirdo. That's the new guy. What's his name? Talented and gentle man raw.
Oh no, that guy there is that's Spartan, the spaz.
Do you like him?
No, I don't hate him, but he's the guy that, like, okay, let's say I just popped in your live stream right now. Hey, how you doing, Wheezy? Yeah, thanks for having me on your live stream, you fucking piece of shit. I want to cut your fucking head off and shit down your throat, motherfucker. You know, he's like that. He'll just start and he'll go on and on and on talking shit. And I just sit back and listen to him like, okay, is this supposed to be trash talking? I don't get it. And he finally calmed down, and then later on he'll apologize. He gets real apologetic. And then
Tony's losing his shit right now.
He's doing it again.
I think we're used to that kind of guy though, Bob. Like you kind of were like that for a while. You were mean. Right?
Yeah, but I had a good cause. He don't have no cause. He'll meet you for the first time and then start talking shit on you like, what the fuck? He's weird.
That's funny.
He says Prince of Receipts. He's been saying that for the past year and a half. But Tony is not the Prince of Receipts. That would be Dumpster Rick.
Hey now, hey now.
Okay, see if you like this. Hold on, I didn't spell that right. Pencil receipts my ass.
Get him, Bob.
Tony, he's been really nice lately too, and that's fine and dandy. But don't come suckering up to me because you want to start pulling bullshit on other people. I'm not gonna support your lies. Botter
He's
does
calling you
not sound like
stupid.
Borat stupid. Look, he doesn't. Tony doesn't realize this, but Botter started using this voice app after he learned about it because I was talking about wits using one. That's how he learned
No, he's
about it.
been using
So
for
every time
years,
I
though.
yeah, well, no, Botter hasn't.
Yeah, that's what they were saying that Botter used to do this 2 years ago. He actually chat on camera, though, or not on camera, but on streams and use his voice changer. Actually, there's
Well,
videos
that's
of him.
possible.
Yeah, he did. Because Supertramp has a sound card that you can just hit robot or whatever, and that's what you sound like. Hey now, hey now.
Well, it's funny because he always uses that Russian accent when I'm talking to him, and he uh, he always um, he always does like this. He does different topics though, but if you listen to him, it's only like so many sentences, and then he has to start over again and start repeating all of it. See, and he's only got two different formats that I even know of yet that he's been doing that to me. So, but when he wants to talk to me with his real voice, and I'm not live streaming, then he doesn't use it. But the rest of the time he uses it. He does use a voice changer, and the Russian accent that y'all are hearing is not his real voice, but it is his phone number and it is him. That's just him being funny because he doesn't want to comment on anything. Because see, Botter, he likes keeping people intrigued. He wants people to think he's been arrested. He wants people to think he's this really bad guy. And then, of course, when he feels like it, he'll pop out and he'll say hi to everybody, what's going on, or he'll have something going on. And he'll be real nice to everybody because he's just that kind of guy. He's laughing at certain people like John Mazza.
You think
He
Botter's
makes
still
John
around?
Mazza look stupid. Huh?
I said, do you think Botter's still around?
I know he's around, yeah. Yeah, Botter's still around. He won't talk though, and right now he's got a newborn baby at the house. So,
Well, I mean, I was convinced that Chrissie, Steel Toe, Tony, we're all talking about a 14-year-old kid. I need to see both of you guys go back and forth about it.
now there may have been a 14-year-old kid that was arrested, but I don't think they got one shred of proof that he went by the name Botter. And a 14-year-old may have crank called her a few times or prank called her, but we're not talking about the same prank call. We're not talking about the same people. Because Botter, I'm not sure if he did Chrissie Mayr or not, but if he did and he was arrested for it, he would not answer the phone right now, and he would not have came on my live stream last night. Or I mean 2 days ago. So let me see.
Sorry, I'm doing 4 different things at once because I'm trying to catch up with everything. I've made the mistake of ignoring my messages for a month, and so it's crazy getting caught up.
Hold on, let me go back over here to Wheezy on Discord. Where the hell did you go?
That's so funny.
Oh, I'm on bottles. Hold on. Wheezy. Oh, there he
I'm
is.
typing in the Discord. I want to meet the Spartan guy.
I'll tell you what Botter thinks of me. This may trip you out. This really tripped me out. Like, really, I mean, Botter and his girlfriend, because they're not really married yet. And, yeah, who cares about it? I just call him his wife because they live together and all that, and they got a kid together. But they were both at the hospital, right? Now, his child was born sort of a little bit of a preemie baby. He was born a month and a half ago. And so they kept the baby in the hospital for a month and a half, taking care, And Botter and his wife went to the hospital the other night to feed their baby for the first time. And who did they call? They called me. And I got the very first pictures of his baby from that day.
Tony is begging Elisa for a moderator, and he's using he's trying to use leverage, and he's like, look, I was gonna make this and then I got swatted, poor me. Oh, that's so good.
Tony's a rat part.
All right, Bob, I'm gonna go eat. I might go live in a little bit. If I go live, I'll message you first.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, I just want everybody to know that don't believe all this crap you're hearing. Because I guarantee you, people are lying and adding on to reality and turn it into a lie, and it's just not real, man. It's not real. If Botter would have been arrested for calling Chrissie Mayr, if he would have been arrested for prank calling John, if he would have been arrested for swatting Fireman John, and if he'd done all these bad things, he'd be in jail right now because he is an adult. And I guarantee you, with as many people as these guys have been doing, he would have gotten shit.
Can you set up a Botter interview so I can interview the Botter that calls you?
I don't know. Maybe.
Try that. That would be fun.
Yeah, it might
I'll let
take
you
a few
co-host.
days.
All right, I'll see you, Bob.
Yeah. No, I just don't know. I'll try. All right, later, man.
Bye.
Well, Weezy's back. He seems like he's in good spirits. So that's cool. A lot of people didn't know he was real sick for a while. And I haven't talked to him about that. He says he's doing better, so that's good. I contributed to him quitting both the nicotine and the pot at the same time. It puts a stress on your system, and Brandon says, I'm going to Ukraine for $3,000 a month. Really? You can make $3,000 here a month. The $3,000 ain't shit. Dude, if you ain't getting paid $10,000, I wouldn't go. I don't care what the job is. You don't go to a war zone unless it's at least 4 or 5 times the pay that you could get here. You could get killed. I know people that got killed doing that, by the way. They did it over there in uh, what's the name of that country we invaded? Afghanistan. So they're over there running supplies back and forth for the military, and one of the convoys got bombed, and the dude I went to school with got fucking killed. And they were paying him and a whole group of people to do all that kind of shit. They were getting like 10 grand a month. You talking about 3K? Fuck you. Kiss my fucking brown spot. Oh, a week? Oh, that's better. Yeah. Okay, no rent, no expenses. You'll have expenses. You'll have some. You don't have to go home, clean your apartment, and cook dinner. We're still going to have to clean up after your nasty ass. I guarantee you that. You're going to be filthy with dirt and all kind of shit. It's going to be the same life. You're not changing your lifestyle at all. You're just going to be banking money as all. You'll be working your ass off for it, too. And I guarantee it, your butt cheeks going to be so fucking puckered up while you're driving that truck or doing whatever you're doing. You're going to be looking around wondering, is this going to be the minute that I die? Oh, you can buy any guns you need. I hear you say that. Good luck. You'd be better off finding an AK-47 laying around now. I'm sure you won't have no problem buying a gun over in Ukraine right now. They probably got a lot of Russian guns for sale right now. Oh, you love that life? Well, good luck. I'm sure you won't have any problem getting any, getting laid because, I mean, let's face it, a lot of fucking men over there is dead. There's a lot of women walking around with no man right now. So you might could get you about 4 or 5 women hooked up, whatever, when you're not working, you just lay back and let them bathe you and please you and all of that good stuff, right? Yeah. Whatever. You look, if you're going over there looking for a weapon, you're not going to buy any fancy shit. You're going to get an AK-47, an M16, or a fucking handgun. And you probably get one for cheap. You could probably get an AK-47 over there for $150. There's so many of them. There's people that got gobs of them. They don't even know what to do with them, right? Yeah. And whatever you do, if you plan on coming back with those weapons, don't tell them you bought them in Ukraine. They might not let you in with them. Just tell them, yeah, man, I've had those weapons for years. Yeah, just like that. Whether they believe you or not, who gives a fuck? You maintain your story, and they can't prove otherwise, no matter what. So just tell them that you went over there with those weapons because you were going into a war zone. Oh, you ain't coming back with anything. That's dumb too. If I could possibly smuggle something in here like that, I definitely would. Shit. I'd send a crate back to a P.O. box where, only I could get it. Man, it'd be like fucking explosives in that motherfucker. So what if they catch a package? I'll have 10 P.O. boxes. Fuck, I'll be calling my girl. Hey, baby, can you go make me a P.O. box? Over there, and over there. I need 5 more P.O. boxes, baby. I'll send 1 package to each P.O. box under the name Fred Lazarski. They'll be looking for a Fred Lazarski in the Ukraine, and I'll be back over here going to my P.O. box, getting my fucking box of grenades, my fucking box of Syntex or C4, whatever the fuck I can get my hands on. Yeah. I'm getting tired, man. One of them nights is getting late. I was going to go to Mexico, but then I'd be subject to prosecution. Working for a private military is legal, but not criminal group. Oh, now you're talking about something different. Okay. The United States no longer openly uses private military groups. Put it that way. We stopped doing that during after the Iran war because of all of the fucking stupid shit they were doing, and because of people like Barry Mazza, stupid motherfuckers over there doing stupid shit. You know, think about it. They'd gotten into drugs real bad and raping women and shit like that. And in one convoy on the way back from doing an assignment, one of their soldiers did not maintain himself, and he had a locked and loaded fucking rifle, and they were in a safe zone. That don't even make no fucking sense. And he holds his rifle up and pops out 3 shots right in front of the fucking department. And oh shit, I ain't got to tell you, that group was never given another contract, and ever since then they passed the law against using those type of groups. Oh, you were associated with a Russian company. Wagner PMC is a Russian company. Okay, well, that's cool. Well, I'm sure you got a lot of connections then. You'll go over and make some good money and be happy. Are you going to be drinking liquor while you're working? You know, drinking and driving is a bad thing, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of truth to all of that, Brandon. I'm sure of that. Plus, you got to be in good physical health and condition and all of that. Yeah, there are groups like that in America. It's just that the American government has no need for them. We don't use them anymore, and there's just it's just not needed. You know, they like to use those groups so that they can get around certain laws, but in today's day and age, everything comes out. That's the problem. So they just quit fucking using them. Anyways, guys, just don't believe everything you hear, okay? Because Botter is not the one that's doing all of those things. He's not. And it's no one person. It's several people that are doing it. It's not one person. I guarantee you. Don't be listening to Chrissie Mayr. She may have been got a prank call and got a police report that's got some guy's name on it, but he's not identified as Botter. I guarantee it. And it may be that she referred to him as Botter to the police, so they put on the police report Botter as his online name. But I guarantee you, it does not link the Botter that we know to the Botter that was recently arrested for that shit. No. Those are 2 different people. You're wrong, Brandon. You have no clue. You're wrong. You are wrong. Why do you think they're trying to replace our workforce here? Because Americans are number one. We're the best builders in the world. Nobody can outbuild the American people. It's as simple as that. Nobody. So I don't want to hear about all that bullshit. I know better than that. I grew up in construction. So you're not going to feed me full of that bullshit and those lies. I've seen plenty of Mexicans couldn't handle the fucking work after 1 day or 3 days and quit, crying, shit like that. And maybe 1 or 2 maybe white guys, but I've seen a lot of every race. But I want to tell you right now, it's all about the person and not the race more than anything. But I can tell you that Americans can outbuild anybody at anything. I don't care if it's construction or building motors or anything. We've always been the best. It's just the way it is. Hell, we're better than the Russians. We're better than the fucking Chinese. We're better than the English. We're better than all you motherfuckers. That's why they hate America. That's why they want to bring America down. They're jealous. Yeah, okay, Brandon, you might be. But strength doesn't have a lot to do with it. It's up here's where it counts. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen a lot of them too that show up for work and sit there and smoke a joint and get drunk as fuck and just put the car in gear and take off. Fuck it, ain't working today. I seen one guy quit doing what he had going, and he was making really good. He could have made really good money, but he gave his life up to fucking drugs and booze. What do you expect? So I'm just saying, though, I don't know about all that, but Ukrainians can be like the people of the countries can be better than the leaders. I'll put it that way. And the Ukrainians are doing a heck of a job against Russia. You got to hand it to them. I don't know if you realize it right now, but right now in the Ukraine war, Russia is getting it handed to them, man. I mean, they really are. They're getting it handed to them. They've had, I think, in one day alone, they destroyed 5 ammo warehouses. 5. When you get over there, Brandon, be sure you hit me up with a message or something. Say hi to let me know you're over there. And maybe some pictures. Be cool. Maybe an army tank turned upside down or the turret blow the hell off of it. Something like that. Be really cool. But anyway, they did the ammo warehouses. They destroyed 2 airports in one night. And I heard that since yesterday, they have destroyed 11. Oh, okay, Brandon. Anyways, since yesterday, they've done a lot. I mean, they destroyed a lot of shit in Russia. They also recently, last night, they destroyed a train rail. The railway, destroyed it. And that's Russia's only railway going into Ukraine. They pretty much took out all of the supply that Russia can provide to that part of Russia. I mean, they drawn a line there, and they're blowing the hell out of that whole area. And Russia's not looking good right now. They're just not. Ukraine is winning this war by far. Whatever Russia did in Ukraine, they are doing that in Russia right now. Why do you think Putin wants to call peace so bad right now? He's desperate for peace because he's getting it handed to him right now. No, Russia cannot sustain that war this long. They cannot. They don't have the food supply. You got to remember, they were all in Ukraine, and where are they at now? They're in one little section of the border up there getting it handed to them. And the Ukrainians ain't even fighting those people that much. They're blowing up their supplies getting to them. Russia can't even get supplies to those people. You're going to see them surrendering all the way as it goes. They keep surrendering until they're going to be out. And if Putin's not able to establish peace, I predict Russia to lose territory over this war. I predict Ukraine to move in at least another 50 miles plus into Russian territory and claim it for their own territory. That's my prediction. They're reproducing. Okay. Every country's reproducing. I guarantee you they cannot sustain the war. It don't matter what you think. They don't have the tanks. They don't have the helicopters. They don't have the jets. They can't do it, man. I'm telling you, they cannot do it. And we just now sent in Abrams tanks. What the fuck's Russia going to do against the Abrams tank? They got nothing that can stand up to an Abrams tank. You put an Abrams tank into the theater with the ideology of air superiority, which we do have, and there is nothing that can stop an Abrams tank. Nothing. I mean, they might stop 1, 2, or 3 of them, but that's it. See, we don't run our convoys like Russia. Russia, they'll have a tank in the rear, so they'll wait till the tank passes by and shoot it up the ass. We don't run convoys like that. Not in the city or populated areas anyway. We do in the desert, but that's all tank crews out there. We also run what's called APC carriers and other types of vehicles that run behind the tanks. This gives the tank great coverage. We those vehicles have a machine gun aimed to the right, and the next one will have it aimed to the left. Another one will be looking backwards like this, maybe over to the right, another one to the left, but that last vehicle is looking to the back. If they did fire at our last tank, they would be fucking dead the next split second after they fired the round off. So Russia's too stupid. They don't run their convoys that way. And that's how they lost the majority of their tanks. We're not depleted. We got a lot of shit coming up too. The 6th generation plane, they say has already been chosen, but I don't know. We'll see how that works out. We just started up production of a new tank. We got that new urban city tank, and there's 2 versions of it. They're currently building those tanks and providing them to our military now. All kinds of neat shit, man. So I don't know what you're talking about. Shortages? No, we don't even use. We got an excess of missiles, like for our airplanes. The new missiles that, like, all the new planes have, like the new stealth, all the new stealth planes, the F-16s, the F-15s, and the 35 and the 22, they all are carrying stealth missiles now. So when a bomb bay opens up, or the missile door in it, it's got a missile that pops out and fires off. The enemy don't even know a missile's been fired until it blows up the plane next to them. And it don't even show up on radar, like, at all. They say the F-16 may be the stealthiest fucking plane ever built. And the F-15 is not far behind it, as they're redoing all the old F-15s. They're taking the skin off of the old F-15s. They're completely redoing the plane and sending out a brand new plane that did not exist in the past. And they're doing this until, I think, 2026, I think, is how long it's going to take them. Or 28. I think it's 2028. It's going to take that long to rebuild all of our old F-15s. And they're starting with the oldest F-15s first. So bumping them out on a regular basis there, buddy. We got no shortages. We got the money of God compared to any country on the planet. So I guarantee you Russia's going to lose this war. And Putin finally acknowledged, he said, I think it's very apparent now that we are at war with the United Nations and not just Ukraine. And I'm sitting here thinking, no shit, Sherlock. Really? How long did it take him to figure this out? This tells me that they got no one over here reporting back to Russia. Because all you got to do is search the fucking internet. You ain't even got to be in America to do that. You could be in Canada and do it. I know how the world is now. I don't stay home. You only see me here when I'm online. How long am I online though throughout the week? How many days, how many hours? You don't know me, Brandon, like you think you do. And man, I've done a lot of things, Potter. I've done a lot of things in my real life. I'm not going to doubt you've done a few things, but most people haven't done a fraction of the things I've done, Potter, and lived to tell about it. I can tell you that. It's very dangerous work for the most part, depending on what you're doing over there. I met a female over here that was she was just on a supply chain, and they came under fire for a good part of the day, and well, for most of the day. I think it's for something like 12 straight hours. They were pinned down with sniper fire, and they were shooting off them fucking rockets at them and shit at the convoy, and all of the vehicles were blown up except for the one that she was under, but it had gotten shot up pretty good. And but she had to lay next to her friend who'd been dead the whole fucking time. She drug his body under there to try to get behind the body for extra protection so she didn't get shot. And she had to use her friend's body for a sandbag, basically. And she just stayed under there and waited. And every once in a while, one of her friends would pop out. Okay, it's your turn to take a shot. And the next one would reach out and try to hit one of them. Bam! Fire off a shot and then go back under the vehicle and hide. And they did this to save ammunition, but to let the enemy know that they're still there and they still got weapons. And they're still ready to put up a fight. That way they didn't come down on them and take them all hostage and shit. And she was injured. Everybody in that convoy was injured that wasn't killed. And most everybody in the convoy was killed. I think there was only 3 survivors. So a person like her seen a lot of shit, even though she was just in a convoy. But she saw a fraction of whatever I fucking done in my lifetime. And so don't think I don't know what's going on. No, the lack of work is caused by the Democrats, man. Come on, use your brain. The Democrats. Every time the Democrats control the government, we got no jobs. We got poverty. The people suffer. You get a Republicans to control the government. We ain't done that since fucking Reagan. But if we were to do that under Trump, America would look so good. You could put 5 more fucking Democrats as president, and we'd still be doing good. But people just keep voting Democrat because they're stupid. And as long as that continues to happen, America's not going to have enough jobs for the amount of people who need jobs. And the pay is not going to be as good as it needs to be. Even though you can go to work at Walmart or McDonald's and you get pretty good pay. You get like $20, $22 an hour or more. And so it's not bad pay depending on where you work. See, and what you're doing for a living. Are you talking about the reporter? Why don't you just come in a live stream and we could talk? Because that reporter, she's Palestinian. She's not Israeli, she's Palestinian. And she was with BBC News. And she was one of the main characters involved with Alex Jones. When BBC got bought into a lot by the guy that owned Alex Jones stuff, Free Speech Systems. When Bronfman bought, he purchased in, I think it was 13% of BBC News, which is a lot. And he's also now in control of Warner Music, because when Ted Turner took over Free Speech Systems, Ted Turner had to give him all the stock over there, so they kind of swapped out. And then Ted Turner owed him, a few billion on top of that. And then the next thing that happened is the fucking lawsuits started springing up. So Ted Turner bought a dead duck. And Ted Turner's he's the one paying out all that money, not Alex Jones. Alex Jones got a written contract. He only pays out 10% of his lawsuits as a result of his job. So Free Speech Systems has to pay out 90% of that $1 billion he was ordered to pay out, irregardless. And if he's ordered to pay it without the company, then they got to put that money in his bank account, and then he pays it. So Alex Jones ain't going broke. But that Ayala chick was with BBC News. Oh, that Ayala chick. Oh, okay. No. I didn't know anything about that. A chick hitting Elisa. I don't even know about that. Yeah, guy at work, where you work, thinks Alex Jones was a real patriot. Then ask him how come every time, every election, he was always telling his employees that they got to vote Democrat or they're probably going to lose their job because his entire job depended on a Democrat being the president. If you believe that bullshit. See, he was pro-Hillary. And that is a fact. His employees have came out and said it, many of them, that he threatened them with their job if they didn't vote Democrat. So they all got together and decided to vote Donald Trump. So there's nothing good about Jones. Nothing. He worked for a globalist. He didn't expose the globalist. He worked for the globalist. He's a globalist puppet. He's a bitch. You tell your friend at work that Trumpster Bob has exposed more globalists in one day than Alex Jones did his entire fucking career to this fucking day. And that's a fact. Yeah, well, Alex Jones is a heavy alcoholic. That's why he got divorced. He's a heavy boozer. And he's always getting pulled over and getting a ticket about almost every single year now because the cops know he's a heavy boozer and he's got a serious drinking problem. So he gets up there and he hate them goddamn globalists. See how face my reds get? Or how red my face gets? I said that backwards. That's cool, huh? And then he'll start spitting out of the mouth, shaking his head and all of that shit. It's just a fucking act. Nobody acts like that. So yeah, he's a fake, but more or less he's just an actor more than anything. But I did expose the fuck out of Alex Jones, you gotta admit. But I'm not for the people that are of Sandy Lake. I'm not for Sandy Hook, not Sandy Lake. Oh God, they're gonna sue me next. Go ahead, I don't give a fuck. Look, because I ain't got no money to sue for. But they would lose the case anyway. But anyway, the people of Sandy Hook are now trying to call for everybody's automatic assault rifles. You see that shit popping up now? All of that Sandy Hook shit, those parents, in my opinion, the way everything looks to me right now, the parents knew that their kids were going to be shot and killed at that school, and they let it happen because they are big left-wing radicals and they want your assault rifles. And that was what all of that was all about. I don't think they even gave a fucking flying shit about their own kids. That's my professional and personal opinion. So I got no care about those Sandy Hook fuckers whatsoever, and they can kiss my fucking ass. That's my opinion on the Sandy Hook fuckers. Going after assault rifles. Motherfuckers should be begging for assault rifles to be used by the police to guard the fucking high schools. Hell, the teachers, every teacher should have an assault rifle, in my opinion, in today's day and age. Every church should have a minimum of 10 assault rifles in their church. But that's just my opinion. And these people are trying to get assault rifles banned. Illinois just outlawed assault rifles. They can't do it. You watch. This is going to be overturned in the fucking courts. It's against your fucking constitutional right to keep and bear arms, even assault rifles. They cannot outlaw assault rifles in any fucking state. It's a federal law that all states already agreed on. They can't do it. It's your God-given right in this country. So that law is not going to last long. As soon as somebody gets that into court, it's going to be out of there. And I think there should be a lot of people in Illinois suing the state of Illinois for trying to outlaw assault rifles. Damn, I should move to Illinois and get in on that lawsuit. But right now, fuck, that's a thought. I got too many illegal shit going here still. But when I get it done, it's a possibility. I think, fuck Illinois. The people that are in charge of Illinois. And you got to blame the people of Illinois for being so fucking stupid to vote Democrat. Oh, yeah, Alex Jones is he's nothing but a stinky fart. I told people for years, it's like a balloon full of gas. If you pop it, you don't want to be around a lit flame anywhere. You know, it's funny. If you use the gas to cook your food, turn on a pilot, fart in a balloon, and then from the opposite direction, poke a hole in it, and that sucker will be like a flamethrower, right? Yeah. Don't actually try that at home. You might burn yourself. You know, there are stupid people out there, and I best say that for a disclaimer. You know, after I got the jalapeno in my eyes about 10 fucking months ago, my eyes are still not completely healed from that shit. Man, that doctor was not lying about getting jalapeno juice in your eyes. I still got a bump right fucking there in my top eyelid, and one right down there, and a little bit of something over there. And my eyes, man, when I go to sleep at night now, my eyes, I wake up in the morning and they're all crusty, like, and glued together. Sometimes even while I'm going to sleep. And I got to open them like that and blink my eyes and clean my fucking eyes out. I never had that before until I got that damn jalapeno juice in my eyes, man. Don't get jalapeno juice in your eyes, whatever you do. It will fuck your eyes up for quite a while. I didn't believe the doctor when he told me that it would last. It could last at least a year and a half. And here I am 10 months later, and it's still. I can feel the effects of it. Now they're not all broke out like my face is due to that blood clots I had, but they're still causing me problems right here around my eyelids. You know, I guess does it take that long jalapeno juice to work out of your system? Because that's what it feels like, you know. But I think it's pretty cool. Weezy chose to finally come back. He seems really calm right now, which is really cool. And he does not like John Mazza, but he don't want to get back into arguing with John all the time. He don't want them after him like they were. Me, I don't give a fuck. You know, I like John, but I don't like John. John attacked me bad one night. Him and Wits In and fucking all of them. And Elisa just sat back and allowed it to happen. Or she was using one of those profiles to help do it. And I'm not going to hold a grudge against them, but I'm not going to forget about it either, see? I'm not stupid. And John, behind every attack that came my way, John Mazza was behind it. The only thing John Mazza got right was when he started telling them they want to start backing off because they were going to lose that argument, and they did. That's about it. I mean, John's been pretty cool at settling down, you know, and creating peace a lot of times. But, well, I tell you, you get that guy pissed off at you, and he'll go at you. And he'll sit back and be the one that's, oh, I'm the nice guy. I didn't do anything wrong. Not me. It was him. It was them. It was those guys over there. It wasn't me. Poor little innocent me. It's him 100%. I care fucking did. And John's the guy that could stab you in the back, twist that motherfucker up in you, and whisper in your ear, it's not me. It's that other guy. What has he got, like a fucking two brains and one side operates completely different from the part that controls his mouth? I don't get it. Two-Face, right? He's like two-brain instead of Two-Face. He's two-brain. Oh, you think cinnamon helps a lot with that? Well, there's a lot I could do to make it heal faster. I just don't care. What's the benefit of that? You can spend out like $80 right now. They got this cream the doctor can give me that'll heal this shit up in probably a week. Easy. Boom. Be cleared up. But $80 for a little bitty old thing of fucking cream? I don't think so. And I just use the regular cream, and it's doing good enough. And it'll heal. I got salt soap, so it's working pretty good. It's not near as bad as what it was, so I'm happy with that. Cinnamon's not going to help me with blood clotting. None at all. So that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, there's some things that are good for you to take out there. A lot of good food products, most of which we don't sell here as a common product, but they are sold in at least one store in every part of the United States these days. You usually don't tell your secrets. Tell your secrets, man. Help people out. Some people, look, I always like to advertise bee pollen. For anybody that's got any kind of allergies, bee pollen works better than anything that a doctor could prescribe for you. Anything. Hell, I'm out again. I got to go buy some more damn bee pollen one of these days. But, you know, I use whatever I can, man, if I'm having an allergy problem. But bee pollen is the best thing to use. I encourage everybody to keep bee pollen stocked in their house. I know what snake venom does, but snake venom is not going to be a regular blood thinner per se, because it's a poison. And it will thin your blood out, and that will kill you. But, you know, there are other products that will do that just as good without killing you or doing your body such great harm. But I'll go check out what you're saying about the cinnamon. DC long cinnamon. I wonder what what's the difference? So, I mean, to me, cinnamon's cinnamon. This has got a lot of magnetism, which is basically magnesium, and mineral helps your body manage the enzymes that produce hormones and help repair your bones. Wow, I need like a Hulk version of that injected into my bones. I don't have weak bones though. That's not the problem. Okay, let me go see what is. Okay, the kind of cinnamon you're talking about, this Leon has a lighter, sweeter flavor than cassia, which is cinnamomum. Cinnamomum verum is the regular cinnamon. also called the cinnamon of Ceylon. Oh, okay, no, this is the same cinnamon here. I'm sorry, my bad. It is more expensive and difficult to find cinnamon variety. Ceylon has a lighter, sweeter flavor than cassia. So cassia is the regular cinnamon that everybody's used to. And the only real difference is the taste. It's got a lighter, sweeter flavor. With regular cinnamon, I found it easy if you just mix it 50-50, or maybe 55-45 in favor of the sugar, because sometimes it's very strong. You need a little more sugar in it. Historically, Ceylon was more common in Europe and North America, but changing trade systems has shifted favor to cassia cinnamon. Okay. Well, I can tell you right now, whatever's your favorite product in the store is not the product they're going to sell in the store. Like Walmart won't do it. Walmart used to have this row of stuff where if you had the flu or any of those problems, you could go to that store and get just what you needed for that, take it home and treat yourself, and you'd be good to go. And these were cheap products. I mean, you could go buy like a packet for $1, and you could buy like 5 packets, $5. So whatever you had that was your problem, you could go home, take that for a few days. You were good to go, man. You were good to go. You didn't have to go see no damn doctor. You didn't have to take any shots or medication. That is why Walmart quit selling it. It was the most popular area in all of Walmart, even when they had a big sale going on. People would be over to sell, but the majority of the people would be down that aisle waiting in a line to get down to their product. And they quit carrying those products. Why the fuck would you do that when you know that people are going to be buying them like they're going out of style? It doesn't make any sense to you or me except for to them. See, they get on the phone and, hey, man, how much you people want to pay for this, this, and that? Oh, you don't pay nothing? Okay, we'll cut the price of the product in half then. How about that? You know, eventually along the way, people are going to wake up and make a good offer to Walmart to stop selling those products. And they're going to pay them off, and then Walmart the next year is going to put out a little demo of what they could put out like they used to. And then what happens? They get a phone call. Hey, we paid you not to sell those products. What's going on? Yeah, but that was last year. Yeah. And, I mean, it's just business, man. It's whatever pays their pocketbook the most. Okay, I'm looking at the two of them right now, the big difference, too. Cinnamon is a lot easier to roll, too. Cassia is a much harder cinnamon, so it don't roll too good. When they're making them little rolls of it, that's interesting. Actually, it comes out of the sheet, and then it just twists and turns off the end of it, but really, the only difference is the flavor, from what I'm reading. And antiviral. Yeah, that is true about cinnamon. It is antibacterial. You need to cut sugar. I need to cut sugar. Yeah, I probably do need to cut a lot of sugar out. I love the soda pops. That's bad. I think I'll be cutting that out next year when I make it to Africa. And my woman's already telling me, you better be here by December. Yeah, well, it might not be December. It might be next year in June. Oh, God, I hope it ain't that far away. But I do have I have a couple of more legal cases I need to get through the system. I'm waiting for information on one so I can go down and file it, to be honest with you. They sent it to me and I fucking lost some of it. So I'm waiting to get that hopefully this week. If I got to get on the phone, it'll be this week. No later than next week at the latest. And then by that next week, I should have it filed. I'm going to do it all online, too. All of it's done online these days. It's not done anywhere else. So you got to go get the fucking paperwork, fill it out, and then send it to these motherfuckers. all of it. And so I don't know what paperwork is what, right? But you can look it up. You just Google it, and it tells you everything you need to do and what the numbers are of the paperwork and shit. And it does hinder you a lot. I mean, who the fuck wants to go through that? I mean, shit, it could take you an hour or two to look up one piece of fucking paperwork you need to have for legal purposes. And I was trying to do one here last year, man. I never could find it. I didn't know what the fuck paperwork they was talking about. So I never did file that part of that for that case, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway, really. But if it was that important, I would have called my lawyer buddy up and had him just tell me. But let me tell you, when I'm talking to him, I got to record the conversation sometimes, because if you're not recording the conversation, you're never going to know what he said, because you can't keep going. Do what? Can you talk slower for me? I couldn't. You said that too fast. He don't like that shit. So you let him say it one time. You ask him one time, okay, what was that paperwork you said? And he'll go. And then he'll say it, and don't ask him again. I'm telling you, he gets a little perplexed about that. So I never do that. I just record him, and then I go back and listen to my fucking recording. I write down everything or type down what he said, and then I delete it so it won't take up space in my fucking shit, like in my phone or on my PC, whatever I recorded him. And you have to do that these days when you're talking to some people on the phone, because they talk so fast you don't know what? What'd you say? You know, I find myself doing that a lot more with my girlfriend. It should be less, but it's more. And the reason why is because here lately I've been talking to her with her family around her a lot more, because she has a family staying with her for a little while. Not long. They're basically a visit kind of thing. So what happens is she's talking to all these people, their kid and them too, in their language. And then grandma's over there now. Oh, God. One of her grandma's over there now. So you're never, ever going to change that. I have to tell her, I got to remind her, baby, I know you're with your family a lot of your family's there and all of this, that guy, your uncle comes over. I need you to speak in English and slow down and pronounce your words for me better, baby, because she's talking to me half in her language and half in my language, and I can't understand either one. You know, it gets like that. It gets that bad sometimes. So with her, it's different, though. With her, I just tell her point blank, baby, I don't understand a fucking thing you just said. And she'll smile, she'll laugh, and she'll say something like, oh, da boo 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 boo. And I'll be like, what? And then she's fucking laughing again, and she'll say something else in her fucking language. I'll say, okay, I'm gonna hang up. Bye-bye. No, wait, Bobby. I was talking to my sister or one of her sisters or somebody, and she'll say, I was telling them what you said. I thought it was funny because you could not understand what I'm saying, right? And I don't know how that's funny. She thinks I should already know half her language by now, and I don't know one fucking word in her language. Well, I might know 1, 2, or 3 words, but that's it. And God dang. Yeah. I think instead of cut sugar, I think you meant to say you need to cut sugar out. You replace the P with the O, and then it makes sense for that sentence. So, yeah, I probably do need to cut sugar out. But you know what? Food creates more sugar in my body than sugar. Not per weight, of course, but because it goes through your system and it gets changed into sugar in your system. Sugar, on the other hand, goes into your system and then gets changed into something else. So then it's in your, and then it gets changed again to where the food is sugar, and then it finally gets changed into whatever the other fucking product is. It's in your body, and then that's what'll fucking kill you. It's not the goddamn sugar. I keep telling people this. They get on to me because I'm a diabetic and I'm drinking soda pops. So fucking what? I could drink this entire fucking soda pop right now. Right now. And it's going to produce less sugar in my body than if I were to eat a fucking hamburger. Less sugar. So even though I might need to take an extra shot from time to time when I'm drinking a lot of sugar, or I put sugar in a coffee or even tea, which sometimes I put sugar in tea, but like I don't get it, man. People get paranoid because they hear the word sugar. So when they leave the doctor's office, they're like, oh, you can't eat that candy bar. You got diabetes. Or you can't drink that beer because you got diabetes. It's a rumor. It's bullshit. I'm telling y'all right now. I don't have to take extra shots on this soda pop like tonight. I won't have to. But if I ate a hamburger right now, shit, give me my fucking insulin. You dig? In fact, I'm due for a shot. I'll admit it. I need a shot right now. I can feel it, but I'll take a shot here in a little bit. But it's not from the soda pop. It's from the fucking pizza that I ate. So I ate a frozen pizza, and I can feel it. I can feel it go. It's rising up pretty good. I need to get a shot. But this soda pop ain't shit, man. If I hadn't ate that pizza, I wouldn't need no fucking shot. See, that's the difference. Oh, God, that is cold. Oh, God, I got a brain freeze. I ain't gonna lie, it tastes fucking great. And this is Dr. Thunder. Remember, you heard it from Dr. Thunder. Oh, whatever. All right, well, Brandon was over here. I appreciate him stopping by talking with me. That's cool. And Wheezy's back. That's really cool. I didn't even know he went live stream the other day until like the next fucking day. And then so I need to make sure I'm in contact with him better again. And I don't know why John and Still telling Chrissie Mayr are sprouting out all these lies about Botter, but I think they want everybody to believe it so bad because it appears that King Cobra and Botter have stopped doing what they're doing. Within stopped doing what he's doing, and I don't think Jake Hudson's too involved right now. I wouldn't know about him that much, to be honest with you, but and I think they know this because of John. And I think because they know that, they found a way to cover for everybody, and that way everybody's happy. Nobody has to go to jail, and all of that. And I get it, but I'm not going to buy it, and I'm not going to play along with the charade because it's bullshit. And if you ask me, that makes John Mazza an accomplice to whatever's been going on out there. Had to put my dip in a spit can. Is that all right, son? Hey, guys. Peace out. God bless. Boom. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. One of those first baby pictures, baby going like this. His daddy says, look there, man. He's saying peace to you, TBob. I was like, oh, man, look at that. That was so cool. I'll post those pictures again over there in the KF. I really like that. But hopefully they've stopped and they don't have to get punished and go to jail over anything. And hopefully most of it was really just in fun and nobody was intending to get anybody hurt. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe they don't really like you turkeys because you're all a bunch of ham sandwiches. But I like those guys. I'm not going to say I don't. I'm not going to be an accomplice to something that's that out there and in the open like that. It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's what it is. Now, if I lived in a country in Europe and I bounced my signal off a few other countries out there and into America, then I would consider getting involved in something like that. But if you live in America and you do not know how to properly mask your IP address, and even though you do, they still might find you when they really want to find you. Somebody will find you, and it's just a matter of time. You cross the wrong person who gets that pissed off at the right time, he's going to find you. I guarantee it. Wow, I can't believe that. Some shit I was mixing earlier got on my shirt and I didn't even know it. Gunpowder. How about that? Would you believe it? Nah, it ain't gunpowder. Fucking coffee. And I tell you, it's hard to find some good podcasters out there that don't dip into the world of fairy tale land. It really is. And I know Botter thinks Russia's winning the war, but if Russia's winning the war, then how come they got kicked out of Ukraine already? I mean, because Ukraine controls the island now, not Russia. Russia's had a lot of battle cruisers sunk. The only boats around Ukraine right now are United Nations boats. The United States finally sent a fleet over there. And when they sent the fleet over there, the Russian fleet went fucking running. They literally turned their fleet around and got the fuck out of there. And so the Russian fleet, I think, was headed in to take on the United Nations ships. And then the United States came in and they got scared and ran. So that tells you who's got the most powerful Navy in the world. And it ain't the UN, it's the United States of America. Because, see, Russia does not want to face the F-35. That's the main thing they're freaking worried about. That and the ground and pound, right? Our planes are blowing the hell out of those convoys. And believe it or not, F-16s, I think, have destroyed more vehicles than the F-15s. The F-15's a badass plane pretty much all around. But it's not the F-15 that does the ground attack so much as the F-16. And the F-16 originally was never intended for that. It was intended for air-to-air combat only, but with its new wing format and whatnot. And there are certain F-16s that are designed for ground and pound. So that really changed up the F-16 in my opinion and really brought the F-16 around to being an all-around fighter. I mean, it's not just an air-to-air fighter jet anymore. Although it may be the very best in the world all the way around when it comes to air superiority, I think they proved that in Ukraine by shooting down Russia's top fighter jets. And I believe I could be wrong here, but I think the F-16 is accredited with more kills in Ukraine than any other jet. I couldn't believe it. I actually read that about a month ago, a few weeks ago, I think. And I had to blink my eyes and say, what? There's no fucking way, man. You would think with all of those European jets over there that they've sent over there to help out, you would think it would be those jets, but it's not. The F-16 has more kills than they do. And I don't even think it was the United States, per se, F-16s. I think it was the United Nations F-16s for the most part that were doing that. But we did send the stealth F-16 over there, and that's the United States jet. Nobody else has that jet. And at least that I know of. I haven't read anything on it, us selling it to the UN or anything, but whatever the UN does is pretty much kept in silent anyway. It's hard to find out what they got until they use it. And I've never really tried to see just what all the UN's got. I'd like to, maybe I should look that up tonight. It'd be something to do for a little homework project. But damn, stealthy F-16 with stealthy missiles on it now. I can give it up. And the external fuel tanks, if you look at them, they're stealthy too. So this is a TBob with a bit of knowledge for everybody out there. You could take it or you could leave it. You could accept part of it and throw away the rest. It just doesn't matter. All I could do is tell you what I know on my end and hope maybe you can throw some information back my way that will educate me in any areas of life. I'm always interested in that. Knowledge is paramount. It really is. The more you can soak into your brain with understanding in the right directions, I mean, you can rest easier at night knowing what you know. And knowing that you probably know more than the guy next door. Isn't that something? All right, guys. Peace out. God bless. And I will catch y'all on the next go around. Hey, Harry, you might find something in this video you could cut into a 10-second video and use.